let's get started. So as always, I always prep my eyes, and I do that by using Younique's Moodstruck eye primer. So what an eye primer is gonna do, and I just put it on my finger and then put it on my lids. Okay, so what this is gonna do is it's just gonna make sure that your eyeshadows stay put so they don't crease in your eyes. It's gonna make sure that the pigment is really highly pigmented so that whatever you're putting in your eyes, it's gonna get the full color and full effect. Also got a tacky layer so that it's gonna really grab onto that eyeshadow so you're not wasting product. So the star of the show is gonna be this eyeshadow palette, Beloved eyeshadow palette. It is only for February that this palette is going to be available, and it's got these 4 beautiful shades. So I am going to dust this shade in Adored all over my eyes to kind of set that eyeshadow primer. So now I'm going to take Younique blending brush, which I adore, and I'm going to take the shade Alluring, and I'm going to pop that in my crease. I always like to tap off my brush when I'm applying eyeshadows to get any excess powder so it doesn't get splotchy. And this is with all eyeshadows. So I'm just gonna put that in my crease, and it's helpful if you want, when you're looking at the mirror, to kind of tilt your head back, help you find your crease, but it'll also help you blend a little bit better in your crease. Does that make sense? Like I've said a million times, I just like to blend back and forth, and then I do little small circles. I blend for quite some time until I feel like, yeah, that's pretty good. And then I blend some more. Like, when in doubt, the biggest tip I can tell you is just blend your little heart out. Blending honestly is the key for beautiful eyeshadow. Okay, so now I'm taking Younique's crease brush, which if you order this palette, this brush comes with the palette and then a free lip bonbon. So you're getting a killer deal this month on these 2 products that we're using already. We're gonna go back in with that exact same shade that we put in our crease, but this time, this brush is a little more dense. The bristles are tighter, so the impact you're gonna get is gonna be deeper. So I'm gonna tap in that Alluring. So then we're gonna start up here in our crease, and we're gonna bring it out. We're gonna wing it out. And we're gonna wing it out, and don't worry, we're gonna blend this all in. So at first it's gonna look a little messy, but we will we'll work with it and we'll get it all looking good. I promise, just trust me. So we're just creating this crease right now. I'm taking a little more product and just blending it. And going back into the blending brush, and we're gonna blend this out to perfection. Going in with a Splurge cream shadow in the shade Victorious. It is like a nude shade. And then I'm taking the cream shadow brush. And then you're just gonna take that cream shadow brush, and you're gonna, this is what we talk about, the cutting the crease. You're gonna just, first I'm applying this on my lid, and then we're gonna go in and like cut out that crease. So you're taking the cream shadow brush and you're carving out your lid and then winging it out. So then you have this really beautiful cut crease. You could do this with a concealer or a nude shadow, but I really like the cream shadows because they're gonna stay put and they're like, the color's not gonna go anywhere. We're gonna go back into the Beloved palette, and we're gonna take that shade Unwavering. It's a pretty iridescent shimmer. And we're gonna take the Deluxe brush, and we're gonna press that in, and then we're gonna apply this to our lid in patting motions. So I like to do the patting motions because it's going to make sure that the cream shadow really grabs onto that pigment, but it also is going to really focus on keeping that shadow in that exact spot. And I'm mostly just going to focus this on the lid of my eye. Now this is intense, but I love it. I love it. I love how it's turning out. I think it's so, so pretty. So now to complete like the top half of this look, I am going in with the Dip and Draw liner in the shade Perfect, just a simple black. I love these Dip and Draw liners. I love the tip of it. I think they apply so good. So I'm just gonna do a basic winged liner. Okay, so as we get to the wing part, this is what I want you to do. You're gonna kind of bring it up to meet that cut crease. So that they're kind of all meeting together. Okay, now I'm gonna go just put my foundation and concealer on, and then I will be right back and we're gonna show you the last bit of the eye and how to get a beautiful, glowy, glam face. Are you ready? Okay. Foundation's on, concealer's on. So now I'm gonna finish up the eye look and then we'll go in and do the rest of the face. So I like to take a cream or a white eyeliner. I'm gonna pop that in my lower lash line. What that's gonna do is it's gonna kind of mimic, the white is gonna kind of mimic your actual white of your eyes, so it's gonna make them look bigger and brighter. So I'm taking this this cream gel liner from ColourPop in the shade Honey Dude. I can't find my white Younique liner, I'll be using that one. This one works great too. So right now I'm just popping that in the waterline, which is the skin between your lashes and your actual eye. So you can see a little bit how that reflects that, and it's gonna make it look lighter and brighter than that side. So I'm gonna take my liner shader brush, and I'm gonna go in with the 4th shade in the palette, that deep plum shade in Devoted, right there. And I'm gonna line my lower lash line, which is just below the waterline. And I'm not gonna go all the way in. I am just going till the color of my eye, right there, just to that part. And if you bring that dark color all the way in, it's gonna make it look a little bit more smaller. And then I'm gonna go in with that crease brush that we used on our lid earlier, and I'm dipping it in that same Devoted shade, and then I'm gonna take it like so and brush this against that line we just created, and it's gonna make it a little more smoky and a less harsh line. See how beautiful that is? Then we're gonna take that same shade we used on our lid in Unwavering, and we're gonna pop that in our inner corner. I'm trying to decide which brush. Okay, I'm gonna take the shader side of the liner shader brush, pack that on, and we're gonna really brighten up that eye again. Okay, now let's finish up the face and then bring this whole look together. We're gonna add some blush, and then we're gonna add some fun highlight, or I think I'm gonna use from the palette the Adored shade. It's very light, but I'm gonna go in very light-handed. I'm taking our powder puff brush, stamping it in there, blowing any excess off, and then pop that on the cheekbones and blend back. Full use out of this palette today. I'm going back in with that Unwavering shade because that's that shimmer. I'm taking our fan brush, I'm dusting it in this beautiful shade, and we're gonna use this as our highlight. So it's gonna be gorgeous. So I like to put it down the bridge of my nose. Can you see that? Gorgeous. And my cheekbones. Okay, and then I added some mascara to the bottom of my lashes. So now we are gonna go in with lips. I wanted to do a classic red lip. It might be a little intense with this eye, but we're gonna go with it. You know, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. You could do a nude lip and this would be super pretty with this eye look. You could do a really light pink and it would be really pretty with this look. I am going in with Plush Liner, which is like a brown nude. And I'm gonna line my entire lips. So the best way to line your entire lips is to go in like 3-part sections. So first, do your Cupid's bow. And then I like to do like the bottom of my lips. And then you're gonna connect the dots from there. Then I am taking, this came out last month. It was exclusive for the January customer kudos. This is the Moodstruck Crush Lip Powder in the shade, I believe this one is Curvaceous, which is a classic red. So I'm gonna pop that on. Scream Valentine's Day, I don't know what will. So that is it for this tutorial. Like I said, you have many options. You can change out the lip, you can change out the colors of the eye, but this palette is gorgeous for Valentine's Day. So no matter what you're doing this Valentine's Day, the most important thing is that you love yourself and you know that I love you. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you in the next video.